from sparking a mass brawl with more than 50 people in the ring to the boxing legend getting ready to fight in Mexico City. Here's how Floyd Mayweather gave up on an exhibition match and caused a real fight. You know how they say the show must go on? Because it did even after the referee stopped it. Mayweather's fights haven't been the hot topic of the fight world lately. I mean, fans would much rather watch something with more drama than the athlete going against newbie boxers. But you're definitely in for a surprise with this one. Yep, because Money Mayweather's latest bout wasn't like your every other exhibition match. The pro boxer stepped into the ring with John Gotti III, the grandson of New York's very own mafia boss John Gotti. Talk about the recipe for disaster. A major mafia member and Floyd Mayweather, of course it's not gonna end well. Both boxers had heated words for each other going into the fight, and they didn't stop even after the opening bell. Mayweather is undoubtedly the best boxer of his time, so he was dominating the fight with ease. Come on, a 50-0 boxer going against a 2-0 amateur? What else do you expect? Mayweather couldn't keep his words to himself and kept trash-talking his opponent. Gotti wasn't one to take his rival's words in good fun, so he turned to rough tactics such as clinching and headlocks. Referee Kenny Bayless warned both fighters for the use of abusive language before stopping the fight in the 6th round. Of course, it doesn't end here. What happened next was the highlight of the fight for a lot of people. Gotti III ignored the disqualification and kept throwing punches at the 46-year-old. This sparked a huge brawl inside and outside the ring. Pretty much everyone at the FLA Live Arena in Florida was throwing hands at somebody. Things could have been a lot worse, but good thing Mayweather kept his cool. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying Money was the one who went easy, but to everyone's surprise, he did. He beat the hell out of Gotti during their bout, so he definitely could have done it after. The Mafia member was pinned into his corner by a dozen people, while Mayweather was watching the incident and smiling. Yep, you heard that right. Smiling. The pro boxer then went backstage, and there were backstage brawls going on for him to get involved in. But he stayed low. I guess he had thrown enough punches for the night. The police got everything under control and cleared out the venue. Talk about an eventful night. The crowd at FLA Live Arena got way more than they bargained for. One hell of a boxing match. Well, almost one. And a huge brawl as end credits. Mayweather downplayed the whole incident. He immediately stole the spotlight again with a two-line message for his sponsors. Of course, Money Mayweather isn't going to let a messy brawl be the star of the show. The retired boxer writes his own narrative. And that's exactly what he did after the failed exhibition fight. Right when the dust settled on the night of the fight, the athlete made a post thanking his sponsors. If he was hoping to redirect the attention away from the brawl, it worked like a charm. He tagged all his sponsors from the night, and it sparked a flurry of reaction from fans who were busy picking apart the brawl before Mayweather's post. Everyone praised the boxer for putting on one hell of a show as always. I mean, yeah, the fight was stopped by the ref, but the athlete's performance in the 6 rounds we got was definitely one to watch. Things weren't the same for Gotti. Let's just say he got the worst end of things. Those punches he threw at Mayweather are costing him a lot. Now, if you don't know enough about the Mafia member, let me fill you in a bit. Gotti's a newbie boxer who had stepped in the ring 2 times before locking horns with Mayweather. Oh, and let's not forget, he won both his meetings in the ring, and one of them was even a knockout win. Plus, the New York native has also had his sweet time in the octagon. Yep, he has a professional MMA record of 5-1. Why is this all important? Well, because the FLA Arena incident just slammed the brakes on Gotti's boxing career. I mean, at least till 2024. He is banned to fight in the state of Florida, all thanks to his habit of breaking the rules. The Florida State Boxing Commission suspended Gotti for 6 months. Now, if you think about it, he doesn't actually have a lot to worry about here. There are 49 other states he can fight in, right? Plus, I'm sure he can also go international with all that mafia money his family has. So a brawl didn't really cost his entire career, but it sure pissed him off real bad. Gotti's mad AF, and Mayweather's got a new lifelong enemy now. It's not like Floyd was short on lifelong foes. He's got a long list. But enmity with a mafia member, yeah, that may be him biting off more than he can chew. I don't know about you, but being hated by the grandson of the Gambino crime family is the last thing on my list. After their clash, Gotti took things to another level by tweeting, "Punk, you my enemy for life." Not only this, but Gotti also brought up the man himself, Conor McGregor. McGregor is one of Mayweather's biggest foes, so Gotti just wanted to let him know that he's on his team. The Mafia member deleted the post in which he mentioned the Irishman, but you know Conor's got eyes and ears everywhere. He saw it, and the MMA star shared his take on the whole drama. This is exactly what this feud was missing. A reaction from the Irishman. Conor told TMZ that he wasn't impressed at all by Mayweather's performance in the ring. The MMA star said, "There's no meaning behind the bouts. There's nothing to it. I enjoyed the brawl afterwards more than I did the actual bout." Let's be real here. I think we all enjoyed the brawl more than the actual fight. Don't come at me. It had way more drama. And you know the fans love it. Conor also backed Gotti and promised his support by posting a voice note. It's worth mentioning that he did delete it soon after. Yep, it probably hit him that publicly siding with a mafia boss isn't gonna put him in a good light. Plus, it's not like Gotti actually needs McGregor to plot revenge. The guy's from a crime family, I'm sure he's got connections. Gotti's sister is already at it. I guess it runs in the family cause Nicolette is sending threats to Mayweather's daughter. Oh boy, I'd sleep with one eye open. McGregor and Nicolette weren't the only ones who shared their take on social media. Of course, the fans had a lot to say too. The fight world couldn't get enough of this incident. Who was expecting something entertaining coming out of Mayweather's exhibition fight? Yeah, not me. Fans made countless memes about the brawling in the ring. One fan wrote on Twitter, "More scripted than NFL," while another said, "Floyd really murked him even after the bell. I don't even like Floyd, but that was boss." Many others didn't even know Floyd had a fight. I don't blame them. Half the fight world sleeps on Mayweather's exhibition bouts. It's not that they're boring, I mean they are, but it's also the pros' choice of opponents that doesn't make any buzz in the fight world. But I'm sure this last one had everyone in the mafia world on their toes. Fans couldn't help but troll Gotti, cause he was ready to fight Floyd again after that terrible beating during their bout. I mean, you gotta give it to him for the dedication. But yeah, it was a bad idea. Look at where it led him. Even Joe Rogan said the whole thing was crazy, and in the UFC commentator, we believe. It was one way to entertain fans. Floyd isn't gonna get any punishment since he played it cool by being the bigger man. Mayweather's already getting invites for new fights, so it's safe to say his career was affected the least. Ever since the undefeated star retired from pro boxing, he's been all about exhibition fighting. Yep, he's never gonna sign on the dotted line again unless it's an exhibition. If you were hoping for the legend to make a comeback to pro boxing someday, let me burst your bubble cause it's not in the cards. Floyd's having way too much fun fighting YouTubers and retired MMA fighters. Easy fights, easy money, what else would he want? This dude is making big bucks from these bouts, so he's got it good. Plus, Mayweather doesn't want to put his health on the line by taking on fights with pro boxers. He's 46 now, so I don't blame him for taking the easy way. The money is invited to box in the Plaza Zocalo in Mexico City, and it's gonna be a big one. So there you have it, fight world. From the boxing legend getting ready to fight in Mexico City, to sparking a mass brawl with more than 50 people in the ring. This was all for Floyd Mayweather giving up on an exhibition match and causing a real fight.